JR's Feel Good Live Sessions in association with Martel.
Mvula yami yimanzi njena uthando lwakho standwa sami konakele kodwa ngisakuthanda cabanga wena ngifuna wena wena.
I mean, like, tell me about, we spoke about this like before we started rolling.
Yeah.
Tell me about like your relationship with Zoe. I mean, there must be something there because she's like, I would say like she's a jazz artist.
Jazz.
And I mean,
for
like
now.
one of my boys actually is playing like some shows with her and stuff like that. Shivo. And like I met Shivo when he was okay. I'm gonna just go, but I met him when he was young. He was fresh from the States, right? So he went to study at Berkeley, and then he went to LA to study further music stuff in LA, and then he came back to South Africa. So when he got back, we started playing shows together. Yeah, he's been my youngin' since he was like 19, 20.
Yeah,
and he's the reason we didn't have a kick trigger today. Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. You played us. So so I know in that regard she's a jazz musician.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with her? Is it music related or is it more personal related?
I think what brought us together, we met in high school at NSA.
Yeah.
She was a year above me. Not to sound arrogant, right? But I was the best voice in my grade. She was the best voice in her grade.
You're still the best voice.
Debatable.
I think you're still the best. You're probably the best voice I've heard to come out of SA in a very long time.
Well, thank you. Yeah. So that's what kind of drew me to her in the beginning. I was like, man, this girl is incredible, and I wanted to learn and absorb as much as I could from her, So we connected on that level, and when we both moved back to Joburg, we were kind of encouraging each other to push our hustles, and she does inspire me to a certain extent because I think her music is really beautiful. I think she's one of the best writers that are going to come out of this country, and I've actually had the pleasure of writing a song with her called Home. And we definitely do kind of cross-pollinate with.
It was crazy. Like we were working on some music yesterday, and we were like, she was adding click to one of her songs.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, like he was counting, and while he was counting, the beat count changes, like every 3 bars. Yeah. Or something.
She's
so So for
genius.
me, I'm hearing him count, like he's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and I'm like, and then it changes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm like, man, I can't do that,
But she is
so
like that.
She's writing that kind of music, and I can see where the influence comes in with you. Just tell me one thing, like, do you feel like you've managed to remain true to yourself, like in terms of like what you're doing right now? You're making music, and then you decide tomorrow you want to expand, and you think you haven't reached your full potential. We spoke about that, and you feel like you still got more to do. And do you feel like you'll be more authentic in what you go do further, instead of like selling out, for lack of a better word, to be able to gain more support? Or
I mean, I think the pressure is there, like especially when people start to pay attention to you, you want it to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow to get to the place where you've always imagined it. But
Beyonce.
For me, man, I don't want to be Beyonce. I always tell Zoe, actually, I always go, you are Beyonce, I am Frank Ocean.
Okay.
I'm the guy who stands quietly.
I think you're better than Frank Ocean.
I sing better. His writing, I think, is incredible.
Yeah.
I think I sing better than him. But in terms of like style, not trying to emulate them, but I'm more the guy who stands and sings and that creates a mood and an ambiance. And Zoe, if people have seen her perform, she's a powerhouse, She's the one who can dance and like take over the whole space. So there are those pressures of commercial success, but I don't want it if I'm not going to be true to myself, right? But the great thing about being an artist, I think, is that the world influences you, especially for me, like love and people influence me. So the things that are happening will always be influential in my writing and in the way that I create.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't need to make it relevant because it's the things that are happening to me are relevant.
You tell me, without curiosity,
what are we? What will we do?
Yeah.
I think we need curiosity to continue to investigate, interrogate, create, to innovate.
Yeah.
You know, so that we can have you to inspire people like me. Because for me, and I'll tell you this, when I got into the industry at a younger age and I was sessioning and stuff like that, I never heard about JR the artist, the guy who was famous. I heard about the producer, the guy that everyone needs to sit in studio with, because if you tap into his brain, like there's so much like sonic power there. And for me, that was more inspiring for me than the hit records that you've ever had. Because when they were going, and he did that song, and he did that song, and he did this, and he worked on this, and he put input here. That was the thing that was really important for me. I was like, wow, man, like he could later become like the Quincy Jones here, you know? And who's more impactful than the person who creates music that is expansive, like not just for themselves but for other artists, to influence kids like generation after generation after generation after generation. Yeah, man.
Langa Mavuso, I'm done. I'm finished. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for coming
so much.
It's a big appreciation. We love, baby.
It's that simple. This is a new song called Mvula. Jay, you can't laugh at me.
But come on, baby. No, 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 love. No, 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 love. Mvula yami yimanzi njena uthando lwakho. Standwa sami konakele kodwa ngisakuthanda. Cabanga wena, ho, ngifuna wena wethu. Say it and sing it to me. Break it and pull me apart at the seams. 'Cause I know with you broke it. I felt it, we lost it. I trusted the process, thought we'd never make it. But I don't wanna be a fool again. I don't wanna be the one to scream and shout. Let the rain fall, wash us clean of yesterday. Yehla thando lwami. Let the rain fall, wash us clean of yesterday. Yehla thando lwami. Yehla thando lwami. No, 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 no love. No love. No, no, no. No, no, no love. Wash me clean of this embrace. Mvula yami, sithandwa sami. Yehla, yehla moya wami. Yehla moya wami. Moya wami. First love, yehla, thando lwami, yehla moya wami, moya wami, moya wami, oh, 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 oh.
JR's Feel Good Live Sessions in association with Martell.